Most business owners think that funnels are just for internet marketers, but actually that kind of thinking can kill your business. And in this video, I'm going to show you why your business needs a funnel, what actually makes a great funnel that converts, and how you can use a funnel in your business right now to scale. Let's jump on over to the flip chart where I show you exactly how to install this in your business right now. So there's three things that we want to get nailed when it comes to funnels. And installing a funnel in your business makes everything easier. It means more leads, it means more clients, it means more sales. And you need to know these elements to get going. First of all, why are funnels the new business model? We're going to cover this in a moment. It's going to become very, very clear to you exactly why you need to install one of these in your business. Secondly, what makes a great funnel? Because I've seen many people go, okay, I get it. This is the new model. I'm going to go and put it in place. And they miss one, two, or three of the really crucial elements that could have unlocked that client acquisition from. So we're going to cover that for you too. And then thirdly, what can a funnel actually do for your business? Because whenever you go on a change journey and you start to put things in your business that you haven't done before, or you've done before but you've not done it effectively, you need to know the upside. If you don't know the upside, often it's difficult to make the decisions. I'm going to show you exactly what you can do for your business and how it can be the difference that can make a hell of a difference to your business. So let's jump on in to the first part, which is why funnels are the new business model. So the funnel business model, what is it? How can you install it in your business to get faster results? So let's talk broadly initially about your business. In order for your business to succeed, you need to be able to market your business. So you need an inquiry source. You need to be able to go out to market and bring inquiries in. This is what we call top of funnel. This is where you get your inquiries from. Every business is going to need a route to bring inquiries into their business. It's critical. If no one knows about you and you're the world's best kept secret, you can't do any business. So we need that, and everyone knows we need that. But what we also need is we need a mechanism to take the inquiries that we generate and actually get them to dip their toe in the water. This is a toe. And actually get them to experience the product or service so we can build what we call KLT, which essentially is know, like, and trust. If somebody knows you, likes you, and trusts you, and they've had some experience with you, they're much more likely to go on and do more with you, which is pretty cool. So we need this, and we need this to get people to experience. And then from there, once they've dipped their toe in the water, we can say, you know what, jump in the swimming pool because you dipped your toe in the water and you loved it. So you may as well come in, get in the swimming pool, and have a great time. And this is someone becoming a fully paid client and having that offer. Essentially, if you're able to do that all in one place, and let me give you two scenarios actually. Let's take this to two scenarios. Scenario number one, you don't get a funnel. You don't have a funnel business model and you do it the way that you might have already been doing it. What needs to happen to make this happen? You need to, first of all, go and generate inquiries. So what do a lot of business owners do? They go out networking. They get up at 6:30 in the morning. They go and have a bacon sandwich with some plumbers, some recruitment consultants and stuff like that. They all do a bit of networking. And what happens then is they generate an inquiry. So someone says, yep, I'm interested. Now, because you've been networking, you sat opposite with them and you've had a bacon sandwich and had a coffee and you built a relationship, there is a degree of KLT there already, which is pretty cool because, and that's why networking and repeat business and referrals work so well in the early stages of a business, because you built that relationship, you spent time, so there's KLT. So now this person that you've built the relationship knows you, you say, hey, in order to get started, this is all we need to do. You need to do X, Y, Z, and we can have a conversation about getting started. So there's very little resistance, so they do that. Then what happens is they start to like what you put together, and then you say, you dipped your toe in the water, let's jump in the pool, take my offer, and you become a client. You get paid. Cha-ching, you've made money. That is typically the way most very small businesses run. They go out, hunt for clients, build a slow relationship, eventually get them to take their offer, and all of a sudden they've made money. Now the problem that business owners have that are small, that want to become a medium-sized business owner and they want to grow and they want to say get to 7 figures. They want to get out of 6 figures and get to 7. So they want to go from 100,000 a year to £1 million a year. Well, the problem is, if you do this is how you get your inquiries, you get stuck. Because there's only so many people you can network with, there's only so many mornings, there's only so many lunches, there's only so many afternoons or dinners or anything that you can do to get you going. So you need to do something different. So this is where the funnel becomes the new business model for you. Instead, your top of funnel becomes, and the most effective way is 3 ways to do it, but the most effective way is paid ads. So essentially you run paid ads into your business. Well, what does that do? Instead of you going out one-to-one networking, you are literally getting Meta's algorithm or Google, YouTube's algorithm to go out and do the networking for you. So like literally you're paying to get in front of those eyeballs and build that relationship. Your next part, which is fine, because I think a lot of people get that, yeah, I've run paid ads before. The problem they have usually, and this is what we've seen with thousands of business owners, is they do that, they go and pay for the eyeballs, and then they get people to see their message, but no one converts. Why? Because it's lacking this KLT, which is the know, like, and trust, and you haven't got the ability to get someone to dip their toe in the water. Because when people run ads, they do something really weird. They're like, oh yeah, well, I'm paying for the ads, so I want to make some money back, so I'm just going to make an offer. So instead of actually marketing a dip your toe in the water, they market the whole swimming pool. So that's what you want to get out of. Instead, you want a DOP offer here, which we can do in a funnel, which allows people to experience you and get to know you, and it does the KLT, the know, like, and trust on autopilot for you. So all of a sudden, you've just saved time here and you've saved time here. So effectively, you're able to go from one-to-one to one-to-many, because we can do this thousands of times a day rather than once a day, which is the difference between you being 6-figure and 7-figure business owner. What happens next? Well, now you've got a steady flow of people coming through your part here where they're dipping the toe in the water, so they're voluntarily going to jump on in the swimming pool because they already know you, they like you, they trust you. So what is the outcome? Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So this is 3 cha-chings rather than 1. Make sense? So I'm sure you're starting to get it, but then let's lay that out now and actually show you what does a funnel business model look like. Number 1, steady flow of eyeballs coming into your world. This essentially is the bit that you would have done networking, you now do through paid ads. So you're getting thousands of people to know who you are. Number 2, an offer that is what we call a DOP. So you use a free offer here to build a relationship. But that free offer is not download my little PDF that I just did on ChatGPT that took me 4 seconds, that's got no value to it. That's not helping anyone. Instead, it is a mechanism where you actually get them to experience what you do in some way, shape or form. So you actually give them real value. This will, in turn, be the mechanism for building the KLT with you. Now, the second page of the funnel, you're like, hey, now you've got this, now we can say you've dipped your toe in the water, do you want to jump in the swimming pool? And this can be more of our swimming pool offer, where we can build a relationship with them. And then this final one can be the mechanism where we spend more time with them. So this is how a funnel can become your entire business model. And this is the awesome bit. Imagine everything done on autopilot. Well, you just have clients or people that don't know you turn into clients on a daily basis, every single day flowing through. That's why funnels are the new business model, and that's what you need to install in your business. So that's lesson number 1. And by the way, if you want me to show you how to get the traffic, you want me to show you what your offer should be, what the steps should be, I do have a free training on funnels called the 7-Figure Funnel Summit. You can go over to the description, click the link for free, come and spend a day live training with us on exactly this concept. And what I do is I break down all of my funnels, I show you what I've done, how I got the 2 Comma Club X Award, where I did 10 million with a funnel, how I got the 2 Comma Club C Award, we did 1 million with a funnel, and I break it all down and stuff like that. And if you enjoyed this so far, I'm sure you find that really valuable. Just go over to the description, click the link and get that there. But let's get into step number 2. So this is what makes a great funnel. Number 1, it's got to have a powerful offer that is a complete and utter no-brainer. This is where people just can come in and get value for free. And this is really important because many business owners make this mistake. they don't really know what to offer, they try to offer something that isn't that valuable. In fact, the more value you pack into your funnel offer, the more likely somebody is to take it. So just give the most extreme value you can possibly give, and that is going to ensure the success of your funnel off the bat starts to work. So you've got to work out what is the powerful offer that you can put in place. How can you just add massive amounts of value in your funnel and do it at the top of funnel? You want to give massive value here. Because if you give massive value here, people are going to want to do a lot more with you. So figure out, first of all, how can I get my offer right? When funnels fail, a large part of it is due to the offer. Now, the second part of a great funnel, which is really important, is your speed to lead. And what this means is you're going to have a great offer, so you're going to start to generate inquiries. You're going to get people coming into your world. This has got like a Lego head, right? They're going to come into your world and you're going to start having a conversation with them. Now, if you generate this lead and it comes into your world and you wait 3 days to actually get in touch with this person, or you send one email to them, or you send one text message to them, whatever, you may as well just write that lead off. You need to be fast. You've got to get on that lead immediately. You've got to be speaking to them the same day that it comes in. You want multiple emails, multiple text messages. Why? Because it's an incredibly noisy world. One of the other reasons that businesses fail with funnel offers is because they're like, well, I don't want to bug people. I don't want to send too much messages. I don't want to talk to them too much and stuff like that. And what they're doing is essentially they've bought the lead, nurtured the lead, grabbed the lead with a great offer, and then just ignore them. And don't do that. That makes a bad funnel, not a great funnel. So speed to lead is tip number 2 that's going to get you much, much better results. Okay, number 3. Number 3 is your funnel, and any great funnel has a mechanism that moves people into your sales process. So this is another massive mistake I see all the time, right? So business owners will come up with this offer, they give them a free offer, and people download it or they go and get it. And as I said, I prefer to give a bigger value up front. And what happens is this lead just sort of sits in purgatory. There's no mechanism to convert them. So you're generating leads and maybe you call them up, but the person there is not in the sales process. If you've got a great funnel that works, you're moving them into the sales process. I'll give you an example. We run free events in person. We invite people to a free event. It's very valuable. It's a day's worth of free training. They come on into a city of their choosing all around the United Kingdom. We've run thousands of them and they come in. But at that point, we've now got 8 hours to have a conversation and build a relationship. 8 hours. Now that means not 7 seconds scrolling through Facebook, 8 hours with a person, building a relationship, giving them value. And when you look at that, that's where most people's funnels fail. They generate the lead, but they don't spend any time with them and they don't move them into a sales process. So great funnels invest time with the client and move them into a sales process. That will increase your results, increase your odds of success. So that's the first 2. Let's now look at number 3. Okay, so that is a 2 down. You now know why a funnel is the new business model. You now know 3 elements that make a great funnel. What we're now going to look at is number 3. What can a funnel actually do for your business? What's the upside? Well, take a look at this. It's very simple. If you don't have a funnel for your business, it's like not having a doorway into your world. And this is where most business owners sit alone, they're reactive, they're waiting for people to come to them, and it's not quite happening. And it's very, very difficult. But when you have a funnel, it's like bringing a doorway in that allows people to walk through the door and start to experience your product or your service. Now, this is the interesting thing. In the old days, the way that business was done is people would walk down the street and maybe walk past your brick and mortar shop and they'd see you and they might come and they might walk on over, and it was a bit easier to do business. But right now, that street is the internet, that street is social media, and the only way to have a doorway is to have a funnel that drives people into your store. So if you start to look at it like that, imagine yourself, if you're a business owner without a funnel, that's probably what life looks like. We can put that right really quickly by building a funnel process that leads clients into your world on a consistent basis. And this is the cool thing. Once you've figured out client acquisition, everything else just becomes much easier. As most people are like, oh, I've got to build my business up. I've got to build this, I've got to build the roof, I've got to do that, I've got to do the spreadsheet, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. And they do all the stuff, but they forget the most important part, which is the client acquisition funnel into the business. So this is why you need a funnel. So we've really gone through 3 compelling reasons as to why a funnel is a new business model, why you need it in your business. We've really looked at what makes a great funnel and some of the foundational elements, and you now know that it's going to be the doorway for clients to your business online. So what do you need to do? Well, of course, you need a funnel. And if you're stuck with that, you know that in the description, we've got the 7-Figure Funnel Summit where we can go deeper into this, or you can carry on right now and watch the next video, which is how to create a hook for your funnel and an offer that actually converts. Go ahead and make sure that you're subscribed and watch the next video so we can start to go to work on changing your business from where you are now to where you want to be.